Okay. All right, there we go. Hi. Yeah, it looks like I am not able to finish a video this week as I would like to, because I try to have video every week. So I figured, you know what? I still need ad revenue. Let's do a stream. I also kind of forgot that I'm writing a book. Kind of, sort of, more or less. It's a bit of a pet project. Is that the phrase I'm looking for? Is that a phrase that people use, pet project? But yeah. Something I'm kind of doing for fun is this. Right here. So, hello everyone. So what is all this about? Why is this? No, but this here, this here. Why is everything rearranged all of a sudden? Okay, sorry. I'm not good at this. Give me a minute. Why? Oh, nope. What have I done? Nope. I messed it up. YouTube's live stream dashboard thing is not the greatest, but let's bring you guys back up and then me back up. Anyhow, hello everyone. Glad you could join. Except for that one guy, but you know who you are. Yeah. Researching the flat earth. Let's get some royalty-free music on, shall we? Turn that down. There we go. If it gets on your nerves, I'm not sorry. Anyhow, yeah, this book that I'm writing is kind of just like a systematic response to all these sorts of flat earth arguments, heavily inspired by the counter-creationist handbook I have back there. I thought that book was definitely very interesting, incredibly helpful for what I do, and I figured I could do the same thing. Hello everyone. So, if you're here early enough, or you're watching the stream, then lucky you get to hear the word of the day. The word of the day is, let's see. This is the word I'm looking for. Yes, sophomoric. The word of the day is sophomoric. Sophomoric. Here it is in a sentence. The concept, the understandings of physics held by those who propose flat earth hypotheses is sophomoric. Thank you. I want to make a flat earth debunk documentary. Any tips to make one? I don't know. It sounds super interesting, but I would recommend like really look into like the claims that flat earthers make. I don't know what I'm saying. I don't know where I was going with that. I'm terrible at this. I'm sorry. I'm not the guy you should be going to. Am I too loud? Is the music too loud? You guys let me know. I'm a Christian and I actively watch your videos. Just want to let you know we exist. Oh, thank you. You're not the first to say that, but yeah, I'm glad there are reasonable people out there. My videos are for everyone. You're allowed to disagree. And, you know, guys like you will actually help me, like, really... It helps to have somebody, like, question you, to, like, really stay on top of your arguments, or, like... I don't know what I'm saying. Music is a little... Okay, I'll... Not that... Oh my god. There we... Alright. Oh my god. You know what? That's what it's gonna be at right there. Turn down the music. I at this point I can only turn it off. I feel like you and Chris Reagan could make an interesting video together. We are two totally different, like, personalities. I don't feel like I can be as funny as him, and he doesn't really, like, respond in a systematic way like I do. I don't know exactly what we would do together. Not to mention the fact that he's much bigger than I am, so I don't know. Music is good. Keep it. Stop. Why are you... Guys, stop. I have no idea why you're calling me daddy. You can stop. If you want, you can call me Papa or Papa. But enough of that. Enough of that. Anyhow, I don't know what exactly... Where exactly I'm going to start, because I already did this much. I have a whole bunch of things that I want to look into. Oh man, it's been way too long since I actually worked on this. I do know that I wanted to add another one of these. Another... let's see, how's this formatted? So this is heading 1. I do want to make another section for quotes. There we go, because in the next video that I'm going to post, the one that I am editing, that I should be editing right now, actually has a lot of quotes dealing with, like, geocentrism in general, and they're totally bunk, totally ridiculous, and I felt like those would be a great addition to this book. Anyhow. Another episode of my epic Minecraft Let's Plays. Oh my god. I could do Let's Plays, but not Minecraft. It's crazy to me that Minecraft is still big, because, I don't know, it was only a fad to me, but, I mean, I can see why. It's a great game. Anyhow. Let's go. Actually, let's a new window. I want to show you that. You know what? Let's. Will I be able to get the YouTube? Okay, bear with me. I will pull up a video where Jeranism gives us a whole bunch of quotes. Okay, do I do the original video or the video he made about the original video? Let's go. Let's go here. Alright, bloop, bloop, bloop. Alright, bring you guys back up, even though I don't really want to see what you guys have to say. I'm gonna have to. Are you trying to compete with Antonio? I didn't know that he's... Is he writing a book? I don't know. All the cringe went to with me. My school is super anti-climate change. Oh my god, I hate when schools are anti-science. I'm getting the opportunity to teach them about a topic, so I chose climate change. If you get any points that anti-climate change people use, that would be cool. I don't know any off the top of my head. I looked into it once, but it's... Oh, boy. I'm sorry, I can't help you there. It's been on my want-to-do list to make a video or do some research about climate change. But I hope you find something good. Teach the kids. You got a video game now. I play a whole bunch of games, and I can't really say that any of them are my favorite. Lately, what I've been playing is Robotron 64. Let me bring myself back up. Robotron 64. It's it's the Nintendo 64 version of Robotron X, which was a reboot of Robotron 2084. It's really fun, really intense, pretty addicting. And if you play it on emulator, it's much faster than on real hardware, so it can be a bit harder, but it's a lot of fun. Other than that, I've been playing Modern Warfare 2 and Magic Arena. Magic the Gathering Arena? Magic Arena? Yeah, I'm a nerd. Music is louder than your voice. Yeah, well, I'll turn the music off for now. I'm sorry. I don't know what is up with the audio. When I hear myself, I hear it much lower than you do. And there's not a whole lot I can do about it. Or, I don't know. My apologies. Really be playing Nintendo 64 still? Oh, I go even older than that. I have... Maybe I shouldn't show you all the mess in my room, but oh, okay. Oh, all right, chords. Work with me. That right there is an Atari 2600. Well, that is. That's not, and that's not. That is. That's an Atari 2600. That's as old as I go. Like I said, I'm a bit of a nerd. Don't have a huge budget for any of the games that I actually want, but it's fun. Anyhow, I played Robotron before you were born. I believe it. Like the original arcade game, 2084. That's actually really fun. I played it on emulator. PC or console gamer? Console for retro games. PC for modern games. That's how I'm doing it. That is the neatest mess I've ever seen. Well, that part is relatively neat. If you were to look like a foot over this way, you'd see just a mess of wires. Don't let it fool you. Commodore 28? Yeah, I don't think like the sort of PC console things were very popular here in America. I don't hear a whole lot about the Commodore or the like Atari computers. From my understanding, those were more common in England or UK in general or whatever. But nah, we had Nintendo. That's what we do. But does the joystick still work? I might have one original joystick that still works, but when I got it, I got like 4 of them, and like 3 of them are busted because of the flimsy little plastic they used on the inside. I don't know if it just got more brittle over time or if it was always shit. I wasn't around at the time. But I do have some aftermarket controllers. It was the, what are they? The Commander Pro? Those work like a charm. But I just used the Genesis pad on it in the first place. Because the D-pad on the Genesis is heavenly. I don't know how I got on this topic, but yeah, flat Earth. Let's see. This is Jeranism, blah 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 blah. Get to the part where he shows the quotes. Are these aren't the quotes I was talking about? Maybe we'll get back to those, but the quotes. Is this... That's not the code I was talking about. I need to take a potty break. Not even... Well, we're 15 minutes in, and I get my first potty break. I have a problematic bladder, so don't mind me. As you can see, it is all done by mathematics. There's not one iota of physical, empirical proof to the theory. Sure, thank you. I've come to believe the motion of the Earth cannot be detected by any optical equipment through the Earth. Though the Earth is revolving around this. This is not... Where are the quotes I wanted? They might not even be in here. He might have been pointing to a different thing, unless it was like at the end of the video? I don't... This is not the one that I wanted. Or at least I can't find what I wanted. There we go. Here, I'm gonna have to bring you guys back up again. Every time I click off, I gotta... Anyhow. Alright, tell you what. You guys can listen to the music again. And... I will... yeah, you get it. Where is that? Okay, that's what I wanted. Okay, hi, welcome back, everybody. Did you miss me? Sorry about that. I drink too much water. Hello, Spooky Bedhair and Trevor. Nice to see you guys again. Hey, Bullionator, you're here too. My God, why do you guys do this? Why do you do this to me? Anyhow, blah, where does he? I think he, like after halfway, he shows quotes. He starts. This isn't the first one. He starts off, I think he starts off with, aha, an Albert Einstein quote. If the facts don't fit the theory, change the facts. Albert Einstein. He never said this. Einstein never said this at all. In fact, it was a big thing because, sorry that I keep going over here, but like, if I don't, then it'll show up like, I don't know. I'm afraid that it'll show like my address or like my full legal name whenever I type things in. Like if I were to go to Google Maps, it'll be like, okay, here's your exact address. And I don't know. The facts don't fit the theory. Change the facts. Okay, here. Look. Yeah, and it was a big thing because Ivanka Trump. I thought it is. I misremembered. I thought it was his daughter that said it, but no, Ivanka Trump tweeted this exact thing out, and she was berated for it. Looks like Jeranism didn't quite catch that bit. Use incognito mode. That's a good idea. That's a really good idea. I don't know why I didn't think of that. Einstein never said that. Yeah, I agree. But I want to see where people are getting this from, first of all. Oh, Quora. I love this site because they actually have reasonable people answering these questions. Oh, this is interesting. In the fall of 1999, in the course of discussion with students, Einstein handed her a cable which had informed him that the bending of light by the sun was in agreement with general relativistic prediction. The student asked what he would have said if there was no confirmation. Einstein replied, something in that language. Then I would have to pity the dear Lord. The theory is correct anyway. The statement is not at variance with the fact that Einstein was actually quite excited when he first heard the news of the bending of light. This has often been quoted in physical literature. Einstein meet by it, evidently followed Einstein was confident. Yeah. Huh, interesting. Oh. Hello. Hey, babe. Henry Machinder said, way behind. Wait, is someone else streaming for me? Streaming at the same time as me? I'm terrible at timing these things. There's always someone better streaming than me. For some reason, you guys choose to watch me. I'll never understand it. I mean, oh, that they look alike. Yeah, someone has told me that I look like a planar walk. I'm not familiar with who that is, though. I'm sorry. I don't watch a whole lot of anti-Flat Earth videos, partly because I want my stuff to be original. I don't want to inadvertently take stuff from other people. Partly because I'm just watching anime and playing Magic the Gathering all the time. I've got 193 tabs open. I feel bad for your computer. If you're doing it in Chrome, I feel bad for your memory. Because you are a vegan debunker? I'm not... I missed the context for that, but okay. I am Planar Walk. Oh, hello, Planar Walk. Heard a lot about you. Hi. Even more reliable than Wikipedia? I mean, in the sense that it's, you know, coming from... Generally speaking, it's coming from experts in the field, but, like... Wikipedia cites their sources. So I'm generally not concerned about Wikipedia. Yeah. Anyhow, in an episode of Development Quantum Mechanics, I showed the instance. I'm not worrying too much about the small column fixed observation. Schrodinger worked out a method for calculating energies or states in most atom hydrogen. His rules were in good agreement with the gross pattern of these energies. The fine details of his results, which took into account the departures of blah 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 blah. Tried to examine his results for a while and wisely realized getting the gross pattern of energy significant accomplishment, well worth publishing, and that the correct treatment of published effects could wait. Okay. I hate living next to a busy street. Is there... There we are. Quote is likely not something Einstein said at all, or if said, not ironically. Found... Oh, this is interesting. The earliest published attribution of this quote to Einstein found on Google Books is the 1991 The Art of Computer Systems Performance Analysis, but no source to Einstein's original writings is given to the quote itself. For example... What do you mean, for example? Lugard from 1961 says, someone once said that if the facts do not fit theories, then the facts must be changed. Wow, this says if facts don't fit the theory, change the theory, but too often it's easier to keep the theory and change the facts. Probably variants of an even earlier saying, which is used in the phrasing, so much the worse for the facts. This is super helpful. I'm totally gonna plagiarize this. Anyhow, you have a long schlong. Happy for you, dude. Labeled New Zealand accent is the sexiest accent in the world. I've heard about that, and I don't think it's wrong. Anyhow, I need to invite you to the podcast so people know we are different people. I'll tell you what, shoot me an email, and if I'm not too shy, then we'll work something out. How about that? I have more tabs open than me. Well, I have 4 tabs open here. I don't know, I try to minimize what I'm doing while I'm streaming because things, I don't know. My computer can probably handle it now. I have a new computer. Yeah. So, let's go to, nope, not this. Go to the thing that we are doing. Can we, watch this. Haha. It's all on one side of the screen. Yeah. So now we can take this and then, aha. Then what is this? Heading 2? Heading 2. I'm not entirely sure how I should format this section with the quotes, but I'm just going to start. If you don't fit the theory, change the facts. Do I just do 1 dash? I can always change it later. Every now and then I forget that Einstein was German? I don't know why, I just always imagine him speaking in English, but he didn't. I have more tabs than me. Well, my budget can't allow me to buy the video games I want. Oh yeah, here's my new PC. Well, I mean, the PC is partly business related, so partly tax write-offable. Yeah, I don't know. It's like, if I left budget for games, I could buy games, but I end up spending it on other things, so whatever. A little disappointed, at least you have multiple browser windows open. Like, I don't need, do you want a whole lot of, tell you what, here you go. There you go. Happy? Then, this is just text body, I suppose. Albert Einstein never said this. This quote is... There's a word I'm looking for. I'm pretty sure that Einstein spoke English fluently enough. I don't know. I don't know a whole lot about the life of Einstein, but he's not American or British. And I just forget that every now and then. I don't know. Quotes or misquotes? Well, both. But there are some genuine quotes that are just stripped of all context to twist them around. You'll see those. You'll see though. Erroneous? Like, whenever this quote is presented, that might be the word I was looking for, but not quite. We'll fix it. This is a rough draft. Einstein dies in Endgame. That would be a huge twist. Presented? That's not the word I'm looking for, but we'll change it later. No source is given. Like, I'm never good at phrasing these things. Aggrandized? That's a new word for me. I'm in a new tab with a random URL every 60 seconds. Why would you do that? Espoused? I don't think that's quite it either, but I have a 3-minute ad. Hooray. We need more of them. No source is given. I'm terrible at word. This is like the hardest part of this for me. Is knowing how to word these sentences. Like, I have the concept in my brain, but like, I become too wordy. I don't know. No source is given. I'll just, you know what? I'll keep it at that, and we're not in the editing phase. We'll revise it. It's not final. It doesn't sound... Not that English speakers are able to use commas. If buoyancy is the reason for gravity, why do apples fall? Does their disconnection from the tree cause changes in their density? I mean, I think the response there is just, it was attached to the tree and then it wasn't, and it's less dense, and then it falls down. But like, that's not the problem I have with density. No attribution given. I feel like that's better, but I think Give me a minute. I don't know why this is hard for me, but it is. Just write the sentence and edit it later. Get the ideas down, sum them up later. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not gonna keep you here forever. Yeah, let's just go on to the next one. Because we get it. But I do, because this is some useful information. According to the site, according to Wiki, right. I can't do this. Technology. The only church. Buddhism. Evil. The only thing that interferes. The search for space is not really understand. Let's whatever, we found it. Facts don't fit the theory chains of facts. There's published attributions found in Google Books since the 1961. There's no source to Einstein's original writings given the quote itself. Someone once said that all this talk of flat Earth is bollock. All this talk of flat Earth is bollocks. Albert Einstein. Yes. It's attributed, just not correct. Misattributed, you could say. Yeah. Flat Earthers die in Endgame. It's about 50% Flat Earthers. I'm sorry. I just don't know enough about Albert Einstein. Maybe I should just read up on him sometime. I feel like I just get worse every time I open up my mouth. I'll be like, I don't know about this Einstein guy. I just know he didn't say this. Outlining and annotating sources is pretty useful. Did you try any of those? What do you mean by outlining and annotating sources? I mean, I do cite sources, well, references, like here, in APA format. Wherever relevant, but not entirely sure what you're asking. Anyhow. I'll just... Well, I'm used to Google Docs where it'll add a thing automatically. Insert, do we have lists? Lists. I want a list, god damn it. I don't think that's paid, no, footnotes. Where's the list? Give me a list. Aha! Earliest attribution to Einstein is 1991. I'm totally going to change all of this, but I'm just going to write this down because it is relevant. One italics. The art of computer systems performance analysis. Actually, on cool books, because it might have been earlier for all we know. Try writing. I don't know much about him. I know he didn't say this. I'm tempted, but nah, it's a bit more I'm trying to make this a bit more formal than that. Annotating is essentially putting notes down next to the text in sources. I'm not entirely sure how you want me to do that here. I don't know. Sorry. Could you imagine how rich you would be on Game of Thrones world if you could build an asbestos castle? Relevant rather than relative. Where? Or are you saying that something you typed? I'm sorry. I cannot follow. Watching the stream where someone has tabs open, do the tabs count in my total? No. That's cheating. What is this? This is the Krusty Krab. I don't know. I am writing a book that is just refuting a whole bunch of flat Earth arguments. Pretty much all I can find. And right now, I'm putting quotes and misquotes in them. So, yeah. What is the... No, do not put that in italics. Okay, there we go. It fixed it. They put the bullet in italics. Similar. Earlier quotes. You know what? I'm just gonna copy this and just, I don't know. Just a little note for myself. Link. I'll just, this will be removed in the final version, but for now, where the do we? Aha. I found it. Oh boy. Oh boy. This whole side-by-side thing. Normally I would have this side just on my second monitor, but we don't really have that option right now because you guys are on the second monitor. The best point... What's the best point flat earthers have made? I don't know, I haven't really thought about that because they're all kind of terrible. What's the best point flat earthers have made? I would say that, like, the idea that the pretty much most footage from space or high altitude is taken with a fisheye lens, I guess, because that is kind of correct. That is something that you have to look out for if you're looking into this, and that's just one of the few things they get right. So similar earlier quotes. Let's plagiarism. Let's go plagiarism. Is it Control-Shift-V here? Kinda. There we go. And add italics. Italics. There we go. On to the next quote. Jaredism, where are you? Oh. He's here. The next quote, let's just...
People know that.
Let's see beyond this. This isn't relevant. This is way too boring. This is boring. He reads the entire thing here. This is what I was looking for. Which is, let's see, what's this, heading 2? Yes. This conclusion directly contradicts the explanation which presupposes that the Earth moves. Albert Michelson. Fisheye doesn't distort the middle of the lens, and there's footage without it. Yeah. Totally. But like most footage is with like fisheye lenses or lenses that distort even a little bit. So I find it a bit difficult every now and then to find footage when I'm looking for it, especially like Creative Commons ones that I can use in my videos. So like it's not 100% correct in like all footage out there, but it is mostly correct, and that's more than what I can say for the rest of their arguments. All the scientists are doing actual work. Hiith battles those who keep them from success so they can focus on. Yeah, I'm a hero for science. I have this one. These are actually in the next video that's going to be posted, so I have the script up here. What is this? 16, 13. Here it is. Here is the wiki source for it. There we are. I'm opening more tabs. You guys excited? We get tabs. The relative motion of the Earth, the luminiferous ether. I know, exciting. Be sure to pull up the full quote. Did Michael's quote? Yes, that's exactly what I'm doing. Control F. This conclusion there it is. We have to text body. Am I putting indents? I guess I'm not. We're doing this, what is this, like business format? I was taught in school that this is business format. I don't know why. Why can't businesses have indents in like properly spaced lines? I don't know. Anyhow, the full quote reads, this conclusion directly contradicts the explanation of the phenomenon of aberration, which has been hitherto generally accepted, which presupposes that the Earth moves through the ether, the latter remaining at rest. Control-Shift-V, unformatted text. Excuse me. I forget plus 10 IQ for every new tab. Oh, yeah, I found it. Thank you, though. And then how do we do the, does Wikisource give me the citation? Give me the citation. These are categories. I need a citation. APA format, stat. Is that it? I don't think that's... What is this? Archive.org. Is this the original? Oh no, this is just what it is. I need an APA citation. Don't they have like a cite this? I don't want to cite this page. Let's see. Can we? APA style. I mean, do I cite wiki source or do I cite the original? You know what? We'll open up a new tab for, I do not have the incognito, the open new incognito tab shortcut down by muscle memory. Why would I need to have muscle memory for open incognito tab? Is it on the relative motion? 1991, 1881. Yeah, that's not the same thing at all. Why am I thinking 1991? What do I do at this point? I need to fine. Okay. I forget. In text, I don't need in text citation. There, this is what we need. New tab. Thank you. Why can't we just extend it a little bit further here? Oh, automatically. There we go. Is this a book or this is a journal article, isn't it? Is going incognito on a live stream kind of counterproductive? Why would incognito on a live stream counterproductive? A 100 more tabs, please. I'm working on it. We just won't close anything. So, search in, okay, why do I have George of the Jungle here? Relative motion of the luminous effort, Albert Michelson, 1970. 1970? This is I'm looking in 1880. That's 1880. 1887, we're getting there. 1888, 1880. This is 1881. Oh, 1881. Why do they? All right, select. Thank you. Final step? What do you mean? Do I have to log in? I'm CGI. Make sure this is correct. Third series, volume 12. Do I put that in Roman numerals? This is, no, 22, not 12, 22. Volume 22, third series. I hope I'm doing this right. Oh, hold on, I gotta be back. I'll be right back, guys. Sorry. All right, okay. Oh, wait, hold on. Ah, there you are. That's the problem. Anyhow, sorry about that. Believe the Earth to be banana shaped. Maybe we are in a Truman Show. You know, I hate that flat earthers use the ending of the Truman Show in their videos sometimes, because, well, for one, it spoils the ending of the movie, but also because the Truman Show is something that I like. I don't want to associate it with you guys, like YouTube scientists. But you're a YouTube scientist. I didn't ask you. You know, date accessed, my butt, I don't know. Contributors, okay, right, yeah. Can we, I'm gonna, all right, put this up over here. Editor. Spoiling a 20-year-old movie. Okay, I hate this argument, like, oh, the movie's 20 years old, you haven't watched it by now? Have I watched every movie that's 20 years old? No, I can't be expected to. You can't just say, like, oh, here's the ending to this movie. Oh, you watched it because of how old it is. No, I haven't watched every movie from 20 years ago, from 15 years ago, from 10 years ago. No. The Truman Show is a good example for what it would be like if the Earth were flat. I guess, like, in the idea that there's a massive conspiracy, but like, I don't know. You rock, keep up the good fight. Thank you. Thank you. I will keep arguing with people on the internet because that is my calling. First, James D. sometimes when I type in this shit, it It's like stuff that doesn't go in the citation anyway, so I'm kind of just wasting my time. I think this is E.S. Donna, and then another editor is B. Silliman. Silly man. Anyhow. Okay, sorry. I lost track. Lose track of what I'm doing. Date accessed. Never. This is the 2nd of May, 2019. plus. Yeah. URL of Nova's. I'm not going to put this URL. Unless... Nah, fuck it. The relative motion of the Earth and whatever. Abstract... Oh, no. Create citation. Oh, it has a DOI. I mean, it's just one of my many new tabs. I should have put it. Yeah, this is exactly what it is. Could I have used one of these to make a citation? Whatever. Yeah. Copy. Michelson. Do I put it? Yeah. Control-Shift-V. Unformatted text. And then... Oh, it already put it at a hanging indent. Well, this whole thing's in a hanging indent. Yeah. And then, wasn't it just Michelson? Michelson. I always spell the name wrong. I'm not used to spelling the name Michelson. Sin 1981. I believe that's how you do it. Yes. Oh, or do I put the editors too? I should have made sure this is an APA. This is an APA, isn't it? Yeah. Hello. Do I dabble in high IQ research? Lots of open tabs? Yeah, every now and then. Anyhow. I don't want to put that. Where did it go? Yeah. I don't want to, but I guess it's proper. Unformatted. Whoops. That's what I meant to do. I have so many different programs and they like scroll differently, like holding control for one will go left and right, or holding shift goes left and right here, whereas normally in other programs, I don't know. You have to get used to scrolling in every different program. Anyhow, this conclusion directly contradicts the explanation which presupposes that the Earth moves. So this quote isn't stating that the Earth is stationary. But rather, it's talking about? Referencing? I knew it was wrong. Give me. Oh my god. Idea that the Earth is stationary relative to the luminiferous ether. Of course, I spell luminiferous. No. Luminiferous. Yeah, I spelled it right. Fuck you. Luminiferous ether. Anyhow. Let's read a little bit more. That we can. I'm gonna lose some IQ points, but I'm closing out of a few tabs. We don't. Where the hell did it go? I found it. Go back. We're going to wiki source. This conclusion directly contradicts blah, blah, blah. The interpretation of these results is that there is no displacement of the interference bands. The result of the hypothesis of stationary Earth is thus shown to be incorrect. And the necessary conclusion follows that the hypothesis is erroneous. Moves if travels through a luminiferous. I forget that there's another page. Anyhow. Oh no, tabs are closing. Don't take it so badly, I can't spell either. That's why I science instead. Yeah. I'm religious and I believe the Earth is round. Well, I find that most religious people do think the Earth is round. I don't conflate the two. Oh, thanks for the two. Is it gonna show up? I don't know if it's gonna pop up on stream. I tried to set it up. Anyhow, thanks for the two. There we are. 2 New Zealand dollars. Losing IQ skeptic status. Yeah, sorry. Thanks for the 2 to make up for it though. Do you know who Mad Dog is? No, I do not. Am I supposed to? There's a lot of people who I don't know who they are. There's too much stuff for me to keep up with. The idea that the Earth travels through a luminiferous ether. And this is indeed the Michelson-Morley experiment, isn't it? Yes, this is the Michelson-Morley experiment. Assumes the existence of a medium called the ether, whose vibrations, well, according to Fresnel, the ether for air, the motion, small fraction. Assuming that the ether is at rest and the Earth moving through it, the time required for light to pass the north point of the surface will depend on the direction which it travels. Suppose the direction of blibbity blobbity bloop bloop blop boring science stuff. We get it. So the conclusion contradicts the explanation of the phenomenon of aberration. which presupposes that the Earth moves to the latter remaining at rest. Or the latter. Oh, right, the latter remaining at rest. Through. So it is talking about a stationary. Stationary relative to the square, but we do. New Zealand has monies. They never had no monies in Lord of the Ring. I actually think something on New Zealand bills, like one of the people is like an actor from Lord of the Rings, or like they have references to Lord of the Rings on their banknotes. I'm probably wrong about that, but like, I don't know. It's bloody utopia where they just share everything and export all those birds they crush into shoe polish. Also, even though keep a skeleton here, okay. The stationary relative to luminous ether. The very article this quote is from was because this article that we're reading right here, this is the Michelson-Morley experiment, I believe. If this is the one I'm thinking it is, like, this was like the starting point of like disproving that this ether exists. And a lot of these quotes are like, oh, so the Earth is stationary, the Earth doesn't move. But in the context, you'll see that it doesn't move relative to the luminiferous ether, which we later proved that this ether doesn't exist. I told you that citation, please, is just a planar walk thing. Citation, please. Ah, yeah, citation, please. The Earth is an oval. I don't think that's technically wrong. I think it is slightly oval. Kinda. Like an egg shape. Like a pear egg shape. Is mad because they got shrunk on the flat Earth map. Yeah, Australia too. Australia got squashed on the flat Earth map as well. This is my clone. This quote is cited from was this the first publishing of the Michelson-Morley experiment? Why does it bring me to the simple Wikipedia? I ain't no simpleton. Bring me the full Wikipedia. There we go. Experiment was performed between April and July. So this is 1881. What the fuck am I looking at? Detectable ether. Okay, the 1881 experiment. Michelson experiment. He left out. Used prototype experiment to make several more measurements. Which was designed. The device he designed, later known as a Michelson interferometer. Of course. Yellow light, sodium flame. So what exactly is this experiment? Subject to experimental errors, far too large to say anything conclusive about the ether wind. Definitive measures of the ether wind. Okay, so I guess the later experiments were, or this experiment is the Michelson-Morley experiment, and this is just the Michelson experiment. So, okay, good to know. The Michelson-Morley experiment was in 1887. The Michelson experiment, 1881. You learned something today. You can tell hiith is my clone because I have more tabs, windows, and programs open. You know, I don't believe you. You have not given me any sort of proof, any sort of citation, any sort of evidence. Can I please? I want to. There we are. So let's see, how do I want to word this? This quote isn't stating that the Earth, it doesn't say that it's stationary, but rather it's referencing the idea that the Earth is stationary relative to the luminiferous aether, is called the Michelson experiment. Do I say it's a precursor to the Michelson-Morley experiment? No, OR. I get OR and ERs confused. So this article is a precursor to the Michelson-Morley experiment, which and it was one of the first steps to proving that this ether doesn't exist in the first place. And the quote above it, this is the quote, and this is: the result of the hypothesis of a stationary ether is thus shown to be incorrect, and the necessary conclusion follows that the hypothesis is erroneous. In fact, the sentence before this quote reads: the result of the hypothesis of a stationary ether is thus shown to be incorrect, and the necessary conclusion follows that the hypothesis is erroneous. Hiith is Team Skeptic via planar walk. So strange. Red's rhetoric never shows face. They're all the same. I didn't even notice that Red's rhetoric never showed his face. I guess I never cared. I have evidence in a video which shows they have 37 programs at the same time. No joke. It depends on the program, though. Like, if you have, like, 37 instances of, like, Notepad, I don't care. But if you have, like, 37, like, videos rendering at the same time, then I'm impressed. Know what I'm saying? I don't know. I suppose you do have a video, though. I'll just take your word for it, because it can't be fucked. Note that this time, due to experiments such as Aries failure. I'm not sure, because but before this there were experiments done to show that there was no aether wind, which we then concluded like, oh, we're just not moving through the ether. And this experiment that we're reading right now says no, the ether, it doesn't exist. But before this, they detected no ether wind. Do I do which failed to detect ether wind? The hypothesis. It had been demonstrated. I'm terrible at typing, I don't know why. Oh, hey, Professor Stick. You put so much more effort than I do for the script. This isn't a script, this is a book. Although, if you want to see my script, actually, I think I have it up. Yeah. Here's this script. There's not a whole lot of effort, just this. Oh, wait, no, spoilers for the next video. Oh, no. Oh, no. But yeah, it's not a whole lot of effort to just type things out. This properly formatted masterpiece is a book, a handbook, so to speak. Respect. Yeah, this is not going to be finished anytime soon. I believe the phrase is pet project. This is my pet project. Something I do for fun. When I just want to look into boring stuff because I'm a nerd. My computer says the stream started 4 minutes ago. No, it's been on for like an hour 30 unless I dropped connection, which I do because no, apparently the stream's been good. Yeah, but this YouTube just kind of sucks, but like everything I do is on YouTube, so like I can't, like I tried to move to Twitch to stream, but like you guys aren't going to move to Switch for my streams, so whatever. It seems to be working fine right now, unless you guys aren't getting notifications, which people hardly do, but what? Never mind. Let's get back to the boring stuff. Programs include OBS, Visual Studio, Blender, Steam, Discord, 7 instances of Chrome, that counts as one program, Firefox, GIMP, PowerShell, NVIDIA Studio, Fmod. Why? Why do you have all that stuff open? Well, I mean, I guess, I have LibreOffice, OBS, 3 instances of Chrome, this, File Explorer, let's see, whatever, this is a new program, this is a new program, yeah, never mind. No, fuck off, never mind, I changed my mind. It had been demonstrated that the Earth wasn't moving through this ether. So, making sure this is coherent. Can we view? I don't want to do the side by side anymore. Can I want to change the... I don't want to mess with the scrolling anymore. Bear with me. Normal. User interface, toolbars, rulers, scroll bars. Excuse me. Sidebar. I can hide the sidebar. View. I totally forgot how I did this. How I put this side by side. Window, tools, table, styles, format. Whatever we're dealing with it, I don't care. I don't care anymore. This quote isn't stating that the Earth is stationary, but rather it's referencing the idea that the Earth is stationary relative to the luminiferous ether. That needs to be in italics. The very article this quote is cited will say from which this quote is cited is called the Michelson experiment. A precursor to the Michelson-Morley experiment, and it was one of the first steps to proving that this ether doesn't exist in the first place. In fact, the sentence before this quote reads, The result of the hypothesis of a stationary ether is thus shown to be incorrect, and necessary conclusion follows the hypothesis is run at this time due to experiments such as Ayre's failure, which failed to detect ether wind. It had been demonstrated that the Earth wasn't moving through this ether either. Yeah, okay, that's good. Next quote. Take it away, Jaren. I believe was heading to... There was... Look at all the options. I can't be bothered anymore. Writing an anti... Alright, sorry. I'm going back on the chat now. 82 minutes ago here. As long as this isn't the right hand. Before an iTunes opens sometimes. Distaste in poor grammar sounds like abysmally bad sentence structure itself. Okay. Alright. You guys aren't saying anything important. Oh, I'm ignoring you now. There was just one alternative. The Earth's true velocity through space might happen to have been nil. And the next sentence was, this, of course, was preposterous, or is preposterous. When do you think the video is coming out? My next video is probably going to be next Friday. In fact, I'm doing this stream mostly because I don't have any content to upload this Friday, which is tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow. It looks like next Friday. I'm terrible at keeping track of time and doing things on schedule. Flat Earth is so ridiculous. Why am I spending so much time on it? Because people are watching it. You clicked on this. You're watching this. I'm getting views. The videos that get the most views, the videos of mine that get the most views are the ones talking about the flat Earth. It seems for whatever reason, people want to hear about the flat Earth. If you don't have to watch it. I'm tired of seeing comments like this, like, "Oh, shut up about the flat Earth. Stop giving me views then." I don't know what to tell you. I don't know. It's whatever. And this was, I should not have closed out of the script because this has responses to most of the quotes that I have here. Oh, the dog's going off. There's just one alternative. Here is the source and a new tab for more IQs. The nature of the physical world. Anyhow, there was just one alternative. There we go. Yeah, we got it. I lost it. There we are. There was just one alternative. No, I'm thinking of a different. This was ruled out by repeating experiment 6 months later since the Earth's motion could not have been nil on both occasions. The 3 next sentence reads we don't need the page number in there. Get out. There's something I was going to do. What happened to Flat World News? I mean, I wasn't going to make it like a regular thing. I just thought it was funny at the time. I might do another one eventually, if I can find enough interesting things to talk about. But I actually kind of wanted to do like the same sort of thing, but with other topics, like anti-vaccines. I had this idea, which hopefully none of you watching this steal, but I had this idea that we do the same thing with anti-vaxxers, but we're calling it the Anti-Vaccine Nation. And it was gonna have the same exact tagline: your trusted source of alternative facts. I was real proud of that one. Anyhow, if I do that sort of thing again, it's probably gonna be anti-vaxxers. How come when man, astronaut, was in space, they didn't do a 360-degree view of the spaceship, Earth, Sun, Moon, and all the stars? They did not do that because they couldn't. They had no reason to. When people go to space, they have a reason and for doing what they are doing, and they just do what they need to do. Their goal is not to appease random people on the internet. This guy's probably a troll, but just figured I'd say. We need a citation for this, don't we? We know it's page 12. Pretty sure that's what we're doing. Isn't it? How do you do the page number? No, that wasn't in the parenthetical. That was... yeah, the page number is down there. I don't know why I'm thinking it's in the parenthetical. Page 12. This is The nature of the physical world. So, look on Google. Google Books. The Nature of the Physical World by Eddington. Yeah. The Nature of the Physical World, Eddington. What? Why? Where was... Is this what we used last time? Website. It's a Beck. It's a Beck. Nature of the Physical World. Lectures of 1927. Gifford Lectures. This particular one was the 1929, 2014, 27. By A.S. Eddington, author editing, University Press. University of Cambridge. At the University Press. First edition, reprinted. Yep. That's it. I believe this is the website that's like, oh, sign up to do more than like 2 citations. So we can only do this a certain amount of times. Just found your channel like 15 minutes ago? Cool. I hope you stick around. I'm a cool dude. There is talk that some UK schools are going to ban kids who haven't been vaccinated. I believe in America, in public schools, you have to be vaccinated. Which, is a good thing. Like, if you can be vaccinated, certain people, for whatever reasons, cannot be vaccinated, but you have to be up to date on your vaccinations if you can. Don't mind the trolls, everyone. Vaccines cause adults? Yeah. You know what, come to think of it, maybe vaccines are a bad thing. We don't need more people. I hate those guys. DOI, there's no DOI. Advanced info. Arthur Stanley Eddington citing the whole book. Yeah, I guess we have to. Yeah, fuck it, that's just about it. What is... Oh, that's the one we did earlier. Oh, it saves it. 6th edition? Can we do other ones? Whatever, I don't care. Michael's Eddington. A, B, C, D, E. No, don't continue the strike through. There we are. Eddington, 1929. Where do I put the page number? Do I have to put the page number for a book? Citations are so... Yeah, APA citation, page number for book. The citations are so... They're kind of strict. I don't want to get anything wrong. For direct quotations, include the page number as well. So in the parenthetical. That's what I thought. Or is this 12 through 13? I think the hardest part of doing this, aside from getting the motivation to finish the damn thing, is trying to figure out how to correctly do the citations. Because, like, I'm not used to doing this thing. I haven't been to college or university. I've never had to do this, except for, like, I think in school we learned to do it once and then didn't bother after that. A few researchers in the East have developed training programs to improve. Is this an... Oh, that's okay. It's an example paragraph. That's why this has no relation to anything else. Include an in-text citation when referred to, summarize, paraphrase, quote from another source, blah, blah, blah. In-text citation, this last name. For direct quotations, include the page number as well. For example, for such websites and ebooks that have no page number, it's just paragraph number. Okay, so since this is a quote, this will be in the parenthetical. Good to know. We figured that much out. I don't like APA format referencing. I was under the impression that APA format was more or less the correct one to do for what I'm doing, or at least I believe it was a safe bet. I couldn't find any sort of other style that I should have used for what I'm doing. That makes sense. But like, there's so many like things like, where do you put the page number? Which letters do you initialize? Which ones do you not? What do you underline? What do you italicize? What if it's a wiki article that you have to cite, and you have good reason to cite a wiki article because you're talking about the wiki article? I don't know. It's a pain for sure. It's definitely used in college. Yeah. Citations are important, not just for checks and balances. What do you have to put out? Look at what your work on. Yeah. Are you citing a reference from 1929? Yes, because we are talking about science from 1929, because that's how far behind science flat earthers are. Actually, this is talking about things from like almost 100 years before that. So flat earthers are way behind the science. So yes, we are talking about things from 1929. Actually 1928. But before this, we were doing the Mairley experiment, which was 1881. Yeah. Yeah. That's fun. But a good thing about doing things this old is that you can find the full text online. It's not behind a paywall. So, I'm not complaining. There's also respect to persons that deliver the source material for you to use your own stuff. Not citing where you got your information from is stealing their thunder. Yeah. Although, I think this Eddington guy is dead now. I don't think he cares if I plagiarize him. Yeah. Control F. 12. This is ruled out by repeating the experiment 6 months later, since the Earth's motion could not be nil on both occasions. You say that like they are ever going to catch up. I mean, yeah, good point. I feel like they're moving backwards. Obviously they're moving backwards, but like, I don't know. Once I start thinking about what I'm saying, I'm like, why did I say that? That doesn't make sense. Then I start overthinking about it. I don't know. For a person who does this for a living, I'm kind of terrible at it. If Michelson Morley had the decency to come out of the grave and make another experiment in 2019, we could cite that, but they're unlikely to do so. So I need to go with the old experiments. Yeah, I mean, we could do the Michelson-Morley experiment again if you want. Homemade Michelson-Morley experiment. We just need money, first of all. It has been repeated several times, and there's several other tests, but yeah. Flat Earthers for people who haven't educated themselves enough. Maths answers everything. I love that. The universe mysteries can be solved using mathematics. I love that because, like, you understand just how math can explain things. But flat earthers are all like, oh, all he did was show me some math. Look at the spooky math and numbers that you made up just to look smart, to make us think that you know what you're talking about. Well, I'm a down-to-earth fellow. I can look and I can see farther than I normally should. That looks flat to me. Like this guy in the chat. Everybody say hello to the troll. Thus, the contraction was demonstrated and its laws of dependence on velocity verified, but the actual amount of contraction on either occasion was unknown since the Earth's velocity. Okay, we went super boring there. This is all we need. We need 12 through 13. Or is this where page 12 starts? Where it ends? Is it the middle of page 12? Okay, so this is where page 1 starts. Alright. So, go to page 12. So this bit would be on page 11. So this would be 11 through 12. You know, every now and then, when I do a stream and I put Flat Earth in the title, like I've done one of these before, anti-Flat Earth research streams, I think when I put the word Flat Earth in the title, I'll just get trolls in the chat. And I mean like bots, like robots, just putting pre-programmed fucking Flat Earth gobbledygook. And like I even tried one, I was like, hey, your name, say something so that I know that you're actually listening to me. And he just started saying the same things over and over again. So I'm like, okay, that's a bot. I don't know, it's crazy. But I don't know. That's what makes this fun. The YouTube game is dangerous. Okay. There was only one alternative. The Earth's true velocity through space might happen to have been nil. The very next sentence reads, "This was ruled out by repeating the experiment 6 months later, since the Earth's motion could not be nil on both occasions." Thanks for the $1. Do RC should pop up on the screen in a minute. It takes a while, but thanks for the $1. I appreciate it. I'm gonna put that next to my 2 New Zealand dollars when I get it. What am I doing? Okay, so let's just look at what this book is in the first place. Downfall puzzle. Okay, so yeah. The book that this quote is taken from how do I say it? Because this book it's like about relativity. It explains the origin of relativity. I think so. Yeah. Let's go to page 111. But Einstein made further development theory of relativity. Not really. Yeah. It's from was it the nature of the physical world in italics. I clicked it, didn't I? Why? Fine. What's the origin of the theory of relativity? Did the troll go away? I think he went away. Do we have another troll? Yes, interesting. Okay, so this book explains the origin of Einstein's theory of relativity, and obviously agrees with it. With Einstein. Thanks for the $5, Matt. My brother handed me a $2 bill in which he stamped Research Flat Earth on it. So I thought I'd donate it to a more noble cause. Great channel, by the way. Thank you. Glad you enjoy it. Thanks for the... Oh, it doesn't show up the whole thing. It doesn't... Ah. That's a shame, but thanks for the 5. That will buy me... What am I gonna do with that $5? I'll use it to pay for a $5 bill, and I'll stamp Research Flat Earth on that one. So your donation will be in vain. I will do the exact same goddamn thing. What's the origin of your name? I don't have an interesting origin story of my name. My name is Keith Hood. I wanted to make something memorable and unique that no one else had, so I was like, I'll mess around with the letters. I don't know, it's kind of an amalgamation of my name. It's kind of just me trying to be unique and quirky. I don't know, it works. Einstein. How do I want to word this? Because I want to say that, like, this quote I'm trying to think of how to say that, because I want to say that this quote is trying to, like, this quote, like, the book says the opposite of what they're trying to make this quote mean. Keith to hiith, what a stretch. Yeah, I know. You can do use with Einstein. So it's like this quote is taken from a book that agrees with relativity and which more or less debunks the idea of a stationary Earth. This quote is completely out of context. Yes, very much so. I'll say through stripping this quote there we go. Now I can type correctly, I swear. I took a class on it, even. Through stripping this quote of its context. Through stripping this quote of its context. God, is barring already a word for misrepresenting? Is barring already a thing for misrepresenting the contents of a cited work? I'm not sure what you mean by that. There will always be daylight on a flat Earth. Yeah, but try getting a flat earther to understand common sense things. They'd be like, oh no, it's just too far away. It's hidden from mountains and shit. They always have some sort of explanation, some sort of ad hoc reason for why things wouldn't be the way it would be on a flat Earth. Like, my favorite is their bullshit excuses for the southern stars. If you've never heard those are a hoot. What am I trying to say here? Like, they're trying to make this quote say the opposite of what it really means. They're stripping it of its context. those. Taking this quote of its context, it is used to imply the exact opposite of its intention. It is used to imply the exact opposite of its intention. I think that's what I want to say. Anyhow, moving on. We can edit it later. Heading 2. Alright, what do you got for us, Fuck. Okay, what do this one? The data of Michelson Mairley were almost unbelievable. There was only one other possible conclusion to draw: that the Earth was at rest. And I believe this is the one whose next sentence was, "This, of course, was preposterous." What's the song right now? It changed and it's on a fucking, it's on shuffle, I believe. But, this is, Techno Axe. That's his royalty-free music. It might have been this one, because it was supposed to be on. Okay, now it's on shuffle. So it's, yeah, Brooding Ben, royalty-free music from Techno Axe. That he's more or less the first guy I go to for royalty-free music. If that's what you wanted to know. Hello? How does one... Yeah, you can literally see the Earth being curved by the shadow it casts on the moon. How does one deny that? Their explanations of that are crazy, because... How do I get this notification to go away? What? I did several videos on this. Some of them say that... A lot of them say that the moon is not reflecting the sun's light. It creates its own light. It has sort of like a siren sort of thing going on the inside, so it occasionally just doesn't show its own light. There's huge problems with that, and you just watch my video. These guys think the moon is fake. If you want to hear more about that topic. Oh boy. Bernard Jaff. Yeah, this... I remember for the video, the next video that I'm making, I actually... Let me bring it up. I have an image of the page that this was from. Flat Earth. This one. This one. Excuse me. Thank you, Windows, for finally loading the image. Can I scroll? Can I? There we go. Here we are. Also, how do I can't do the fucking long dash. Can I doubt I can insert it. Wrong horizontal line. I was like, why did they have that option there? No, it's totally different. Why is my caps locks on? How to use them versus hyphens. Okay, am I using the N dash or the M dash? Is the N dash just the normal dash? Anyhow, this, I don't know how I'm supposed to type this. Fuck. Okay, there. Do we not? There's no space. Doop-a-doop. Bring this thing down. Bring you guys back up. His next sentence was reads, this, of course, was preposterous. Space, comma? That depends. If you are on Second Life, then you are using M dash. That's probably reference to something I don't know, but yeah, this is apparently called the M dash, 2 words, because it's not in Second Life. But I guess this is the N dash. I don't know. So are flat earthers trying to misinterpret Michelson Morley's result as Earth is stationary and not as there is no ether? If so, if yes, then oh, the Dunning-Kruger effect. I think they're trying to interpret Airy's failure as, oh, the Earth is stationary, because they didn't detect ether wind, and that was before ether was disproven. So they're still being like, oh, the Earth is stationary. Oh, look, it's not moving through the ether wind. And I feel like they're trying to understand the Michelson-Morley experiment, but don't understand it because they can't, because of course they can't. But they're misquoting it as saying that it says the opposite of what it really does. Fuck's sake. Anyhow. Parenthetical, what is this? Eddington. We need to. What was it? This was speed of light, on the speed of light. I actually should still have it. Let's see. What was it? Open library. .org, because this book was on the Open Library. I should still be logged in. Was it on Internet Archive? Not Internet. Yeah, Internet Archive. Where did it go? It should be... The book should be here. Where? Is it my library? I should have it. What is it? It's not George of the Jungle. Calm down. Eddington speed of light. Did I spell it right? Not Eddington. Jaff, we're done with Eddington. Bernard Jaff. I assume I'm pronouncing Jaff right. Michelson and the speed of light, that's what it was. I thought I had this. I thought I was borrowing it already. My dick. Whatever. I got the images of the pages I needed. Can we... How do we cite? Can we... How do we... Do we have a citation? Citation thing. I want to cite it. I want to cite it so hard. Let's just see if we can get the publication page. I think this is... Yeah, this is what we need. Citation machine again. Anyhow. Make another one. Just make another one. I need another one. Got any more of them citations, man? I need my fix. I need my citations, man. Bernard Jaff, Michelson, and the speed of light. Yeah. Thank you. Just to make sure. This is the 1960 version, right? Copyright 1960. What is this? Tell me. Obviously, this is the version that I'm using, but can we view the last? The back cover? Yes, we can. That doesn't help us. We got the index page. This is 1960 version. You can get the citation from the Library of Congress. That sounds like a good idea. Do we have a convenient link? No. Is this gonna help us? I don't know how to search. I've never searched the Library of Congress before. Did I spell Bernard wrong? Oh, this is only searching the ones available online, so... Use author, date, and link all citations to the bibliography. Yeah. You see, this is why I don't work on this more often, because this is what half of it is, figuring out how to cite the thing. 1960. Okay. Is this giving me the easy citation? Citation. APA. Record? Oh, but it's citing the record. I want to cite the book directly. I don't think this is an APA. Yeah, that does not follow the... God damn it. Thanks, but... It doesn't give it to me in APA. Anyhow. We'll just do this one and edit it. Here's okay. Thank you. Sure. Fine. Thanks. Citing the whole book. Why not? Bernard Jaff. Author? No. There's only one author. By Bernard Jaff. Yeah, there's no intro or anything. Maybe there was like some sort of intro for like this version, but Michelson and the Speed of Light. Let's capitalize that. Why not? And the Speed of Light. Bernard Jaff. Publication info. Archbishop Midi High School Library. Books. New York. Anchor Books. Doubleday. And Company Inc. I think that's how you do it. City. Garden City. I guess we're doing NY. I'm off to bed, see you peeps. Alright, see you later, Flat Earth Skeptic. I just saw a little blip. I might be dropping frames. Sorry if things seem laggy. Nothing I can do about it. Flurfs only ask for citations and never actually give out any. I want to say yeah, but I don't remember the last time someone was asking for a citation. I usually just show it anyway, but yeah, I see what you're saying. That's the APA. Thank you. But I'm like already this far. It'll give me the italics at least. We'll bring this back up. Jaff, 1960. CD, E, F, G, H, I, J, K. Control Shift V. Ah, shit. Oh wait, did I accidentally remove the italics from other ones too? I don't think this is italicized. This is just a journal article. What was the other one? Yeah, The Nature of the Physical World. By A.S. Eddington. And then, yeah, American Journal of Science is italicized here. You know, 20, this is, what's italicized and what's not, I don't get it. I hate citations. You get to watch me do the boring stuff. Time for bed. Oh, I'm boring you to sleep? Alright, see ya. Anyhow. The Smoking Scotsman, all he does is ask for citations? Never heard of him. Maybe I should look into him. Smoking Scotsman. Sleeping Warrior asks for citations for anything he doesn't believe in. Yeah. I mean, I'm not surprised that there are people who do that. Especially conspiracy theorists. You know what? Let's just add more of these quotes, shall we? Heading 2. Let's just add all of these. Michelson and Morley found shifts in the interference fringes, but they were very much smaller than the size of the effect expected from the known orbital motion of the Earth. Of the Earth. For the record, I'm not a flat earther. Good. I'm bored as well. Good night. Alright. See ya. John D. Norton. And then this null result was one of the greatest puzzles of physics in the 19th century. B would be 0, and no fringe would be expected. It's somehow for object. Tantamount to something that is the central body of the universe. Okay. I don't want to have to put this whole quote, but I will. I probably shouldn't, because it's going to mess with the table of contents. Of the greatest puzzles of physics at the end of the 19th century. One possibility was that we would be 0 and no fringe shift would be expected. Never believes in I'm staying. Well, thank you, Victor. So, I think this was the end of what I did for the video, my next video. So, yeah, that's the last quote I did for the video. So, we're about to look for some more stuff, boys. Expected. But this implies that the Earth is somehow a preferred object. I don't know if I'm gonna keep this one in here. Only with respect to the Earth. Would the word Earth is not capitalized here. That's probably erroneous. The speed of light (v/c) as predicted by Maxwell's equations. This is tantamount to assuming that the Earth is the central body of the universe. Douglas C. Yancoli rhymes with broccoli. You need to put a sick after the uncapitalized Earth. Well, here's the thing. Jeranism doesn't have them capitalized. I don't know if the original quote did. You know what? Let's look it up. That's just would be 0, but this would change my for an object. Let's copy this much. Then Control V. We actually want to put these in quotes because we want to search the exact quotation. Not sure if we have to, but we'll try. There we are. We limit queries to 32 words. Let's just... Oh, any subsequent words. Alright. So we have that much. Limit to 30. Why would you... Is that enough words? Is that too many words? Or is it this B? I didn't have to go through all that. I love the vids. My dream is to go and become an astronaut. Your videos inform me even more. I just love them. Thank you. Thank you. It's definitely pretty fun to research for these videos because I'm learning new things all the time. Because I have to go through a whole bunch of stretches of research and scientific knowledge to ask these deep questions. They're simple questions to ask from simple-minded people, but to like really answer them thoroughly, really need to go really deep into how we know these things, where we can find them, when we figure these things out, all this and that, and it's, yeah, I love it. Well, I'm off to the gym. Keep it round, guys. Later. You're a legend. Thank you. See you later. See you in the next chat. Yeah. Albert in Wonderland? What is this? This can't be it. Oh, this is just a quote. 9 physicist Douglas C. Kincaid. Usually if I search up the exact quote, I can find where this quote is from, but we can't. Here we go, Quora. These guys are good. Well, I mean, it's not actually on the page, even though Google shows that it's on the page. Oh, Physics Principles with Applications, 1985. Maybe that works. Let's go to scholar.google.com. Also, question what he's doing. Can you explain the concept of Dunning-Kruger to flat earthers? I could, but I'm not going to. Oh Lord, you drank a lot of coffee. At least you didn't do it before bed this time. Well, you know what I'm saying. So let's see, what was this? Principles with applications. Holy. It's a book. It's a book. 1991, 2005. Let's go to the 1991 version, see if this PDF brings me to anything. Aha. Neat. Alright, so physics principles with applications. Okay, I think first step is to see if archive.org has it. That's the Wayback Machine. We need this one. I don't know why they do it. Physics Principles with Applications by Kincaid. Which does this? This is the international edition. Do I want the international edition? This is the 5th edition. I don't know. Well, I mean, we can borrow this one. This one's actually open, so let's just go with the 5th edition. I don't want to be on no waiting list. Can we? Fine. Borrow this book. Borrowed for 14 days unless you take it away from me for no good reason, like you did with Jaff. But it's fine. It's whatever. Galileo was in Richmond. It's the Windows noise him. Oh yeah, the Windows noise. That was me when I was searching for stuff. Sorry to confuse you guys. See, the trouble with this is I can't actually search any of this. Wait. Hey, no. Oh, I need the page number. Can I? Is the okay? 613 to 614 and 625. Okay, let's go 613, 614. Can we go single page view? There we go. What was it? 613. 613. Oh my god, these obscure quotes. I mean, I assure you, what's his name? Jeranism did not go through these lengths to actually make sure that his shit was correct, but ferromagnetic blibbity bloppity bloopity. Yeah. Imagine that a magnetic field. This is talking about magnetic fields and stuff. Is this? Was it 613? Try 625. What are we looking for? Searching for pages and we're looking for this quote. I believe it's in this book, except we can't find it. The question about Dunning-Kruger was possible. I don't actually. It was about the possibility of doing it. I.e., will they say that Dunning doesn't exist? Just used to make you a school uni instead of doing research yourself. Sorry, I'm not familiar with exactly what the word, what the phrase Dunning-Kruger effect means, and that's why I was kind of blowing it off because like I didn't want to look dumb in front of all my friends. Wow, that music. I don't know if you're saying you like this music or you hate it. It's royalty free, so I'm fine. It's a science book. Do you really think journalism would look into a science book? Good point. Well, what page were we looking at? 625. 25. This is not what we're looking for. Induction stove. Is this... Are we in the physics 5th edition? This isn't the right book. This is just a physics textbook. No. Okay. I didn't see the subtitle. Okay. Alright. Well, okay, we're looking for... I don't know. Relativity. Working energy. Relativity. Vibrations and waves. Thermodynamics. Heat. Electric charge. Blah, blah, blah. Geometric objects. Wave nature of light. This is... Special theory of relativity. A wave nature of light. Boy, we have like 30 pages to go through just in this section. Michelson interferometer. Let's go with Michelson interferometer, 743. What are we at? Okay, pretty close. Anyhow, he's definitely doing his own research. We're right. I really mean it this time. Okay. I love your vids. Thank you. Glad you enjoy it. At least you admit you don't know something. Flirters don't know and say otherwise. Literally Dunning-Kruger. Oh, is that what it means? Like, people who are stupid think they're smart, and people who are smart, like, they recognize that there are things that they don't know? Is that what it is? Dunning-Kruger did a study of self-estimation of scientific prowess and experts and lay people and found a curve showing total estimation of those. Yeah, that's what it was. That's what it was. I don't know why I couldn't remember it by name. Yeah. I might have tried, but not for long. Any science book he touched would have self-immolated in seconds. Flat Earthers only look in a science book long enough to find something that agrees with what they believe in. I have a hypothesis that when Jaredism does his research, one of the things he does, maybe not the only thing, but one of the things he does, aside from, you know, I don't know, reading Flat Earth forums, watching other Flat Earth videos, what he'll do, he'll find some Wikipedia page that is somehow related to the shape of the Earth. He will read the first sentence of every paragraph and get hung up on them. That's exactly what he does in the video, my next video, that you're going to have to wait twice as long as normal for, because I'm terrible at my job, but that's what he does. He shows this, hey, here's this Wikipedia page of this one random guy that was a geocentrist. Look at the first sentence here. It says pseudoscience. Look at the first sentence of this paragraph. It says pseudoscience. Look at the first paragraph of this. First sentence of this paragraph. It calls him an anti-Semite. You really think he was a geocentrist, now they're calling him an anti-Semite? If you would have read further, you would see that, oh, yeah, he published a whole lot of anti-Semitic stuff. It's not just... Yeah. Is there a search for the pages? The thing is, unless it's, like, properly digitized, I'm not going to be able to search for anything. Because if I... read this. I wonder. Loading audio. Oh boy. I don't hear anything. Read it aloud for me. Never mind. Yeah, because these are just scans of pages. So, like, I couldn't search for the exact words because it's all going to be mixed up. And this one is, in particular is a protected, so it has, like, DRM. So if I want to look at the plain text version, I have to install this certain version of Adobe Reader and then sign up for Adobe's bullshit just so I can read a fucking ebook. This is the best I got. I'm just as upset as you are, but you know what? I'm making you sit through it with me because I have nothing better to do. Magnetism, light wave nature, what was it? The interferometer, 743. 743. Blip, bloop, blop, bleep, blop, blip, bloop. 1, 2, 3. This is probably it. Beam splitting mirror. Which is the let's see. Application of thin. Okay, that's. Michelson saw that the interferometer could be used to determine the length of standard meter in terms of wavelength. Careful repeated measurement. Established meters. Interesting, but that's not what we wanted. We need the history of it, so maybe we need the relativity portion. What the hell are you guys listening to? Music sucks. They'd love to pour water on balls to disprove the globe model. That's my favorite. Like, they're just, I'm pouring water on this ball, it don't stick. I challenge hundreds of flat earthers to show undeniable proof of a science book saying the water should stick to balls. Not a single one of them proved it. Yeah. Galilean Newtonian relativity, Michelson-Morley experiment, postulates of special theory. Okay, so this is what I want. Starting on 796. Let's go 796. Close enough. What are you listening to? Stop. 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 There you go. A Michelson-Morley experiment, blah, blah, blah. Oh my god, this is so... I generally have fun doing research, but when I have to read a fucking science textbook, you guys better appreciate this book. This null result is one of the greatest puzzles. Okay, ether wind. This all looks to be relevant. Can I... Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I can't zoom in. I'll... I'm just gonna skim, look for the quotation marks. Speed V. He talks about V here. Ether wind. I'll apply these principles. Phase. Detect the difference in phase. V could be determined, but the Earth cannot be stopped. Furthermore, it is not possible to independently time the lag. Do you guys see it? I appreciate you. Thank you. Turn on Vsauce music, please. I don't know the Vsauce music. Sorry. Oh, here it is. This null result was one of the greatest puzzles of physics at the end of the 19th century. To explain it was a difficult challenge. One possibility to explain the null result was to apply an idea put forth independently from G.F. Fitzgerald and H.A. Lorentz, which they proposed any length contracts by a factor, blah, 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 in the direction of motion through the ether. According to Lorentz, due to the ether affecting the forces between molecules of the theory of relativity. Oh, they conveniently left that part out. He doesn't say anything important, and then he says this part. We found it, at least. Oh my god, these guys give me such a headache. Now we need to find the V would be 0, no fringe shift. Yeah. Today I saw a Flat Earth comment saying that there should be midnight sun in Antarctica during winter. There is not, so it supposedly proves that the Earth is flat. I don't know how people could be so ignorant. Yeah, once you get to Antarctica, that part of the argument, the whole thing falls apart. I mean, like, the conversation, the argument, their understanding, your will to live. It just all goes. Einstein concluded the inconsistencies found in the due assumption. It's absolutely blah, blah, blah. I'm looking for the rest of it. How much does he take out of this? Because he just jumps from one possibility was that, blah, blah, blah. One possibility to explain the null result was to apply the idea. Okay, so this one possibility that this is talking about here is general relativity, exactly what they're trying to argue against. But then they skip over that and act as if this is what they were going to talk about. This is all that they mentioned, the Earth being still, and not general relativity, which has been proved several times. Special relativity, not general, special relativity. Is that the end of the music playlist? Nope. One possibility, according to Lorentz, could be used. This is the 4th or 5th edition, so I might have redacted it. But we gotta look and make sure. Let's see. The observer could be reduced to 0. First postulate is Newtonian relativity. It's postulate. So it just talks about special relativity, not the V being 0, no, the Earth standing still. Is it before this? No significant friend shift whatsoever. Michelson Morley's experiment. Detected difference. I'm trying to find V would be 0. See, here they're talking about velocity V, and they were earlier here too. He might have redacted it in this version. I was in the army under general relativity. It was weird when I left the army 5 years older and he was the same age. That's funny. Was designed to measure speed of the ether medium with respect to Earth. Speed V to the right. The light from the one source is split into beams and joined now. Destructive and destructive. Speed V shown still in the water. The ether wind traveled. Speed C plus V. According to make a turn, you can see minus V. The second line was obtained, like I said, beam 1 to reach warp B. The precise angle depends on magnitudes of C and V. Velocity V of the boat. CV, right triangle of the boat. Speed. Back again. If V equals 0, then delta T equals 0, the beams, blah, blah, blah. Equals 0. V would be 0, and no friend shift would be expected. That's what we're looking for. I guess I realized they could detect the difference in phase, assuming that V was not equal to 0, and they rotated their apparatus by 90 degrees. And this. Thus the rotation was made, expression can be simplified. Now we take V, the visible light of wavelength, blah. Michelson and Mairley should have noted the experiments, blah. They could have easily detected this since their apparatus is capable of observing friend shift, blah, blah. But they found no significant friend shift whatsoever. They set their apparatus various or made observations to try different seasons, never did they have a significant friend shift. Yeah, I'm guessing he took it out of this version. Hiith and Stickland. Wouldn't the Earth be flat? Was the Professor Stick... See, what's going on here? Okay. I'm sorry, I did not expect that I would be reading a textbook. Prove that any wavelength contracts by a factor of... Alright, so this is... Give myself a note. Page 799. unreasonable thing, the speed of light relative to any would be 0. One factor to the last game second postulate. Einstein concluded in 1965 that there's the first explanation. Two postulates from the detector from the second postulate tells us the vacuum is the speed of light. Because it's the same formula. Okay. From what I can see, it's not in this version. What am I researching? I'm researching Flat Earth. Right now, I'm looking at Flat Earther quotes and misquotes of certain people. This one from Douglas C. Gianculli, who turns out it's in a science book, and he says this, but actually says this. And I'm actually writing a book. I'm writing a book that's simply just a list of Flat Earther arguments, along with my refutations of their arguments. And this is some of them, some of these quotes. That's my focus right now. This place would be any of the microwaves, short and very short. Sorry. The Earth is round, to understand how people can think it's flat, nor why it would be flat. Textbook reading was made for the most gripping live stream I've ever witnessed. Yeah, I know, right? I'm very much aware of how boring it can be to watch me read a textbook, but this is what I'm doing. This is what the stream is. Sorry, the textbook. Watch the mirror. Stream. Where just I watched The Mirror by Bob the Science Guy in a reaction to video. The best place to be interesting. Does a good job in telling what they mean by debunking it. Do you guys know where Jeranism got these quotes from? I think one of you mentioned something about it. Do you guys know? Because I don't. That would give me a lot more content for the book. Balls to the wall textbook reading, my man. Yeah, I mean, I'm just skimming it. I'm not reading the whole thing. Trying my darndest to find the second bit. And this is the 4th version of this textbook, so it might have been in the first version. It's not like Flat Earthers will be kind enough to tell me exactly where they got their shit. Let's just put down what we have. You know what? We don't need to make this a full sentence now. We'll fix it later. This null result. Oh yeah, that was correct. Result was one of the great puzzles of physics at the end of the 19th century. To explain it was a difficult challenge. One possibility to explain the null result was to apply an idea put forth. You get the point. You can put his or more violence and non-separation. You can prove it is round by the moon with a flashlight and a bowl and 2 foam balls. Oh, in a dark room. Yeah. Yeah, the butt, the darkest room. Out of his butt, that's where he gets these quotes from. Yeah, I mean, these are real quotes. I have found them in the wild, except for that one Einstein quote, which it didn't exist, but he wasn't the first one to say it. There's gotta be some part of some sort of section of the internet where these flat earthers are coming together, like, I found another juicy quote. talking about special relativity, eh? And its origins. Let me take some of these quotes out of context. That bothers me the most, because there's somebody who read this shit, and what he got out of it was this. He totally skipped over the parts where, oh, this was all explained by special relativity, and cut to the, oh yeah, Earth still, because there's no ether wind. It boggles the mind how these quotes got to where they are in the first place. Because somewhere along the line, somebody had to just straight up cherry pick it, twist it around, and try to make it mean the opposite of what it means. There's no way that this happens on accident or by like word of mouth, right? You forgot the E. Yeah, thank you. I saw. Can stop sending a few bucks and plain. Can't they spend a few bucks on a plane trip, look out the window, and feel dumb for all the nonsense they've been spouting? No, because they'll be like, the window was curved. That added distortion. Either that or looks flat to me. Try getting flat earthers to make sense. I don't know. Have you ever seen anything with Southern Israelite? No. Any more anti-vax videos coming up? I actually know anti-vaxxers and like using some of your points. In the future, yes. I think no video this week. Next week will be a flat earth video. I'll try to make the video after that anti-vax. Well, pro-vax, anti-vax. No promises though, can't promise. But I do plan on doing another one in the future. Gravity is fake, yet the luminiferous ether is real, right? I don't know. I don't know. The more you think about it, you're just hurting yourself. You know, the more you try to mull over exactly what's going on, you're just hurting yourself. So like I'm not gonna pretend like I know how the fuck they come up with some of this stuff. I'm just gonna be like, here's why you're wrong. Anyhow, let's continue with this boring quote from the textbook. Sorry, look up his debate with Red Rhetoric on non sequitur. He'll give you every quote on Earth and where he got them. He spouts them for an hour and nothing else. Please say that you have seen Professor Stick react to Southern Israelite, or else you shall lose some cred. I was too busy watching One Piece when that video was posted. I have no idea when that video was posted, but I'm fairly certain that I was busy watching One Piece. It's like I will put that on my list of things to do. In fact, I have a pen and paper right here. What is this? That's nothing. That was gross. Something came out of my pen. This is probably the pen that I was using to fish something out of my ear with. And that's what came out of it when I clicked it. Let's see, what am I looking up? Southern Israelite. And Red's Rhetoric, and then Professor Stick. I definitely interested. Going to check that out as soon as I feel like it. Yeah. Keep the oven mitt handy for head smashes. Yes, thank you. Just the fact that I'm watching One Piece give him cred back, it gives me weeb cred. It is hard to believe there are grown adults pushing this flat Earth thing. Yeah, I know, but like, you have to keep in mind the kind of person that's doing it too. The kind of person to say that the Earth is flat and to like be doing all of this he's a conspiracy theorist. He's a bit of a nut. He's the guy who thinks that, oh, they're out to get us. I'm on to them. And this is just a huge version of that. So yeah. Must be a NASA pin. Thank you for the $1 Suppler Gaming. Why does it take forever to show up on the stream? It's gonna show. I'm waiting for it to show up. Hey, there we go. Thank you for the $1 in the super chat. Do you guys like the little icons next to the chats? Because like at a certain level, it's like I believe that was the little bee-looking guy was a Beelzebub apparently, and then above a certain level of that, it's like a Baphomet, and then it goes to the sigil of Baphomet. If you want to see those, donate. I think more than $10, you get the Baphomet, and then either then $6.66 will bring up the sigil of Baphomet. It's not interesting, so don't waste your money. But I was so proud of those when I made them. I'm like, oh, this is so cool. I'm so cool and edgy. Do you play Super Mario Odyssey? I am too poor to get a Switch. Sorry. I would love to play Super Mario Odyssey. I see gameplay of it every now and then, and it's so cool. But I've been playing Super Mario Warudo, which is the Japanese version of Super Mario World. That's the Mario I'm playing. Supple Gaming, your NASA connection? You're the one who pays you? Admit it. Yes. I'm a NASA shill, and he gives me my salary $1 at a time in super chat. You caught me. More super chats so you can play Super Mario. I should be getting a bigger paycheck than normal. Next time I get some YouTube money, and I've been wondering what I'm gonna do with it. I think I should save a lot of it. But I also want a tattoo. Then I also want video games. So I don't know. Thank you for the one, Suppler Gaming. You don't need another $1 in the super chat. Appreciate it. I speedrun Odyssey and it's amazing. Yeah, I watch speedruns of it. I don't watch the whole thing. Because last time I checked, they were like really long. But I'll like watch stream recaps of it, of like personalities that I enjoy watching, and it's super cool. I love it. Switch is with a free game this week at Bestest Buy. Ah man, I'm not gonna have the money this week. I'll probably buy something used anyway, just to save some money. Did you decide not to do live vids on Twitch after all? Yeah, I mean, I don't know. If I play games, I'm gonna be on Twitch. If I do things relative to this channel, I'm gonna be on this channel, just because my viewers aren't going to go to Twitch for live streams when what they signed up for was videos. But I don't know. What tattoo are you getting? I'm not going to tell you because you're going to steal my idea. I'll tell you what, if you look up Hans Holbein's Don's Macabre Woodcuts, it's going to be similar to that. Not exactly that, because I think it'd be cliche to get that exact thing, but something similar to that. I have a few ideas. I've always been interested in Don's Macabre and vanitas artwork. So I would love that sort of a tattoo in that sort of style or sentiment. How tall am I? Tall enough. I last time I checked, I was 5'6", but it's been a while since I checked, so I could be anything. And yeah, what was this saying? The null result was to apply an idea put forth I can't read. Independently by F. Fitzgerald and H.A. Lawrence in the 1890s. Now, bro, I don't like tattoos. You don't have to like tattoos. I just need to like tattoos. I'm the one getting them. You don't have to. Hey man, I watched your vids. It's nice to see people with an education, half a brain, making these videos. Thank you. Although most of my I don't want to say most of my education, but like the sort of things I say in the video, like most of that is just me researching beforehand. So I guess I'm self-educated, much in the same way these flat earthers are self-educated. Stop with the Vocaloid. What do you... Stop it. Stop. No Vocaloid. No Vocaloid for you. Every time I debate a flat earther, they can't explain how the sun trajectory in the sky is so different depending on where you're located. Of course they wouldn't. Do you think they'd be able to explain basic stuff? It's just, it's all, I bet that's what they said. It's all perspective. Tell me if I'm wrong, but it's like, it's your perspective, man. Per flat earthers, all measurements are faked because there's not where you see the original measurement. The current measurement is based on, so you could be 6'4" or 2'9". Thanks for the $5. Victor Jason. You have 2 first names. That's interesting. Can I talk you out of getting a tattoo? If not, here's some bucks towards it. Does that mean you're gonna take it back if I say yes? No, I'm definitely gonna get a tattoo in the future. I don't know if it's gonna be soon, but I like me some tattoos. I don't look like it, but I'm an alternative boy. I mean, what can get more alternative than striped shirts with plaid shorts, eh? I don't know what I'm saying. How many brain cells you got? Too many to count. Can destroy me some laterals of flat facts and logic. So this girl from my class looked cute, but she believes the earth is flat. What should I do? Okay, you could either sort of have this weird thing where you understand each other's differences and work with each other despite them, or you laugh in her face and be like, nah, bitch. Either one, they're both equally valid. Just like your perspective, man. I got the super chats for free via YouTube Premium, so I decided to give them to a deserving creator. Oh, well, thank you. I didn't know that was a thing. So they're trying to be like Twitch Prime. That I don't know. But I definitely appreciate the donos, the super chats. Get a sphere Earth with a love heart around it tattoo. I'll tell you what I'm gonna get. I'm gonna get a huge chess piece, just a huge flat Earth map with it's flat. There you go. And I'll put it in the sort of like ropey texture. Yeah. And then research flat earth underneath it. I'll get a tramp stamp that says research flat earth. Thanks for the €5. Forever learning. Keep up the good work. Thank you. I appreciate it. Even though it's filthy European money, I'm an American. Thank you. See, there. Why does it show him but not Forever Learning? Thank you, Mystic Fez, for the $1 in the super chat. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Oh, there we go. It's out of order. It's poor little Streamlabs. He's had Streamlabs has had a rough day lately. All right, we gotta be kind to him. As background music, could you play the Bach Piano Concerto No. 7, second movement by Glenn Gould? No. Because even if it's something like Bach, the individual people who recorded it will still be like, oh no, that's my recording, you can't do it. I'm take your money. Sorry. Maybe I'll find something in the public domain eventually. Maybe I'll find like a U.S. Army recording of Bach or Mozart or something. But this is what we have now. This is what I know that I have permission for. €5 is worth $1,386. I think your math is a little bit off, but I wish she didn't believe the earth is flat now, because when I met her, she was pretty cool, but then she hit me with facts and research that she'd done. That hit me hard. Yeah, that's gotta be tough. We had a nice girl with a nice personality. She looks good, but then she says, she pulls up close to you, really smooth, and says, in her sexy voice, research flat earth. You dump her. That's what you do, you dump her. No. Fuck you. Then you show her my videos. Maybe that's what you should do. Show her my videos. Maybe that'll turn her around. She'll see the error of her ways, and then she can be your cutie. My math could be off. I'm a flat earther. Oh man. M&Ms are always misrepresented by flurfers. What, do they think they're round? It's weird that I can't add messages to you to free YouTube Premium donations. Is it really free if you're paying for YouTube Premium? Never mind. But yeah, that is weird, but YouTube isn't the greatest at streaming. Still watch my streams though. In which they proposed fuck, I lost my place, that any length including how much of it contracts by a factor. How do I think there's a way, including the arm of an interferometer contracts by a factor in the direction of motion through the ether. Okay, anyhow. She said, oh, you showed her my videos? She said she doesn't believe you. I think it's a bit hopeless. I think she's beyond. She just cut your losses. Cut your losses. The best you can do. Dump her off the side of the flat Earth. The last thing you should do is... you get 2 $1 donations with a free trial. Yeah. Oh, a free trial. Okay, interesting. They're just giving away money. That's an interesting turn of events. Although, I suppose they are making that money back. So, can't believe people would dislike the holy hiith. I can't believe either. But you know what? When you start talking about controversial issues like religion and flat Earth, people are bound to disagree with you. Is this? This is that. You know what? I'm gonna. This is like almost the end of the stream, but I'm gonna turn that down. I just found out that I can use that slider over there. Could you post this vid to watch again? I will keep this posted through the weekend. Just because I don't have another video to post through the weekend, so this, you know what, stream. I'll do stream. I'll get super chat. We'll get money that way. but yeah, but after the weekend or so, this will go down eventually. Not that there's a whole lot to watch, but you're welcome to if you want. Although it will be unlisted for a while after it's taken down, and you can watch it from then if you like save this to your watch later. But I will delete it eventually, but that's going to take even longer for me to want to do. But sure, here in the real world, it's 4:21. Sorry, but my bed demands attention. Thanks for the stream. Good night. Okay, sure. Good night. It is... What time is it? Oh, it's super late for me. I suppose this has been a long enough stream. I hope you don't mind that I didn't finish however much of this quote I was going to do. I'm sorry we didn't go through more textbooks. But I think this is going to be it for the stream. I didn't get a whole lot of research done, but it was worth it to talk to you guys. I'll reach out a little bit before going. I didn't realize how late it was. What's your opinion on simulation theory and expanding on it? Perhaps flat Earth simulation might be possible. I think the idea that we are in a simulation, there's no real way to tell whether we are in a simulation or not. If like the simulation was exactly like what this reality would be. So I don't think it's useful to really think about it or to believe either way or another. I just think that whether we're in a simulation, whether reality is really real or not, this is what I can experience, this is what I can see, so I'm just going to act in accordance to what seems to be real. Probably not a very interesting answer, but it doesn't seem to matter to me. I don't know. Choose the view settings. It's gonna... I don't understand what you mean there. How much the Atari 2600 cost? My Atari that I got was actually given to me from a relative who passed away. I didn't actually know him, but like it was in his house, and then my dad was like, they were giving it away. I knew you like video games, so here, have an Atari. And I was like, oh great, I have an Atari. But they're not terribly expensive, actually. The last time I checked, you could find one for like $40. Don't quote me on that. They shouldn't be expensive because the Ataris aren't terribly desirable and they were overproduced. Yeah. See, I had a blast. Let's do it again sometime. Yeah, sure thing. Because of the text size, it would be different. I am way too far behind the conversation to know what that's referencing. Sorry. Rick's, if the world is a simulation, then any proof, one way or another, is also a simulation, so nobody would know. Yeah, exactly. So what's the usefulness of trying to figure it out, you know? Why would a guy who's controlling you, would make you talk or think about the simulation world? If this is a simulation, I figure there's some sort of intelligence or something controlling us that's way more advanced than we. Stop with the Vocaloid. No, shut up. I figured that it's got to be controlled by something far more advanced than we could know, so it might just be beyond us. Go to view settings to get rid of side by side. I tried. Formatting my image and charts, the sidebar styles, yeah, data sources, zoom. I don't like. I don't know. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't. I don't care. It was just kind of like make it more convenient, but then I'd have to go back on it eventually. Anyhow. I'm old enough to still have my original Atari. Oh, I was not alive at the time the Atari came out. So I find it very interesting to like go back to things from like a little bit before I was born. It was like this is what it was like to be a child before I was a child. I don't know. Yeah. Mark Sargent. I feel bad for him, but not at the same time. Someone said since Adolf Hitler was a flat earther, it was true. Oh my God. Shave your chin? Make me. Michael Jordan, Tiger Woods, Bill Gates have the cheat codes to the simulation. I wouldn't be surprised. They just got skills, yeah. Well, anyhow, I think I'm going to end the stream here. So, what's special relativity doing on the left? That was the text that this quote is from, and I was looking for the quote in this textbook, but stream's ending here. Sorry if you just tuned in, but yeah, thank you for stopping by, and continue to stop by every time I want you to stop by, and thank you for watching. Thanks for the money. And thanks for enjoying the content.